Hello there, my name's Annette with Sunbeam Fabric Art. Welcome to my channel. I was gifted some beautiful fabric samples in books, and I took the books apart and I wanted to dive right in and make something. This particular fabric makes me want to make a quilt that looks just like it. Well, to dive right in, I decided to make a couple of zip bags, and what you see here are the 4 samples of fabric that I chose. I'm going to use one for the outside and one for the lining of each of these little zip bags. And you can see with the close-up, this is actually embroidered fabric, so it's very cool. You can also see little holes where the fabrics came out of the book. I'm not worried about those little holes at all. Well, let's get started with one of these bags. I'm making sure that my zipper is wider than the width of my little bag fabric. I'm going to put my zipper right sides together with the outside of my bag. So I want one of these fabrics to be the outside and one to be the lining. So I made that choice. I want the zipper pull facing my outside bag. Next, I flipped the lining fabric over so it is right side down, and then I'm also adding that to my little zipper sandwich. I did the exact same thing with my second bag. Now with my zipper foot on my machine, I am stitching on the right hand side of my zipper. I'm going to stitch all 3 of these layers together. All right, let's open up this zipper seam on both sides and take a look. Now we are going to fold up these outside edges of both our lining and our outside fabric, and we're going to make a little layer of the 3 items, our front piece, our lining piece, and the zipper in the middle, and this will be the other side of the zipper. Once I get these layers clipped completely, I'm going to take that to the sewing machine and stitch with my zipper foot. Once you stitch that seam, here's kind of what you're going to have. You're going to have a couple of tubes. You're going to have the lining that makes a tube and the outer fabric that makes a tube. Now I've opened up my zipper and I'm going to turn these 2 pieces right sides out, and eventually this is going to actually look like a little zip bag because the lining will be on the inside and my outer fabric that I chose will be on the outside, matching the zipper pull, which will be on the outside. Before I finish this bag, I want to take just a minute and sew down an extra stitch line to hold the fabric away from my zipper. I just think it's a nice little decorative stitch that it adds, plus it provides a useful feature in keeping your fabric from bunching up underneath your zipper. My next step was to turn this bag wrong side out, and I made sure my zipper pull was inside the bag. Now I'm going to stitch the side seams for the bag. And you can decide where you want your zipper to be on your bag. I like mine just a little bit down from the top. You can have your zipper right on top, you can have it halfway down, just wherever you want your zipper to be. Just make sure and fold it that way, and when you stitch it, it'll tend to stay there. I put my regular foot back on, and I stitched a nice generous seam, about 1/4 inch, but I did make sure that everything was getting encased in my seam. Then I trimmed off the excess from that side, and I went back and stitched over that seam with a blanket stitch. Before I sew the other side closed, I made sure my zipper was open wide enough that I could turn this bag right side out. Now it's time to turn this bag right side out, and I am going to use a wooden tool to poke out the corners of this bag. When the bag's all done, I close the zipper and I can finger press the seams a little flatter, or I can take this project to the iron and press it. Well, let's go quickly through bag number 2, and then we'll take a look at our end result. I hope if you like this video, you'll subscribe to my channel. We're going to see what happens with the rest of the fabric samples I got from a friend. This little zip bag duo is so cute though. I love it. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you back again real soon.